Yeah, someone commented on my comment video. They reckoned it was blue heron. That's weird. It's not supposed to be from around here. I have to look up blue heron. Maybe give this shit another. Blue heron, blue heron on the cormorant. Commented that's actually on the cormorant, like short for the cormorant. Apparently it's a blue heron. Still, it's like not from here. It's weird. Yeah. And I've got, you don't have to report to anyone about your alone time. Weird. How about that? Getting some Maccas. I'm gonna go for a walk.
The world you see around you, the circumstances of your life, and everything you experience is nothing more than an outpicturing of your own consciousness. Yes, you heard that correctly. The world is not happening to you, it is responding to you. It is a mirror reflecting back to you the contents of your own mind, your beliefs, your assumptions, and most importantly, your imaginal acts. Now, you might be wondering, Neville, how can this be? How can my thoughts and imagination have such a profound impact on my reality? The answer, my friends, lies in understanding the true nature of reality itself. What we perceive as the real world is but a shadow, a reflection of a deeper, more fundamental reality, the reality of consciousness. You see, consciousness is the only reality. It is the foundation on which all experience is built. And you, yes you, are that very consciousness individualized. You are God wearing the mask of the person you believe yourself to be. This is not blasphemy, but the highest truth. For it is written, I am my Father one, and know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. Understanding this truth is the first step in attracting what you want in no time. For when you realize that you are the operant power in your world, that your consciousness is God individualized, you begin to see that all things are possible to you. As it is written in the scriptures, all things are possible to him that believeth. But belief alone is not enough. To attract what you want in no time, you must learn to use your imagination in a very specific and deliberate way. Your imagination is the most powerful creative force in the universe. It is, in fact, God in action. When you imagine, you are literally molding the substance of the universe according to your will. Now, let me share with you the secret of how to use your imagination effectively to attract what you want in no time. The key lies in what I call the law of assumption. This law states that if you assume a state as if it were already a fact, it must become a fact in your outer world. In other words, to attract what you want, you must first assume the feeling of already having it. This might sound simple, and in truth it is. But do not mistake simplicity for lack of power. This principle, when applied consistently and with faith, has the power to revolutionize your entire life. Let me give you an example. Suppose you desire financial abundance. The conventional approach would be to work harder, save more, invest wisely, all actions in the outer world. And while these actions have their place, they are not the true cause of wealth. The true cause lies in your consciousness. To attract financial abundance in no time, you must assume the state of wealth in your imagination. You must feel the feeling of being wealthy. How would you feel if you were already financially abundant? What would your day look like? How would you carry yourself? What thoughts would occupy your mind? You see, when you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, when you live from the end, as I call it, you are rearranging the entire universe to bring about the conditions that match your assumption. This is not wishful thinking or positive affirmations. This is a fundamental law of consciousness. But here's where many people falter. They might imagine being wealthy for a few minutes and then return to their habitual state of lack and limitation. This will not do. To attract what you want in no time, you must persist in your assumption. You must make it your dominant state. How do you do this? Through what I call the law of revision. At the end of each day, before you sleep, review the events of your day. But do not review them as they happen if they do not conform to your desire. Instead, revise them. See them as you would have liked them to be. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the gratitude of having experienced your day in perfect alignment with your desire. This practice of revision serves two purposes. First, it impresses upon your subconscious mind the state you wish to embody. Remember, your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is actually experienced in the outer world. By revising your day, you are creating new memories, new impressions in your subconscious mind. Secondly, revision allows you to let go of the old state. You see, to attract what you want in no time, you must die to the old state. You must let go of the old man, the old concept of self that is incompatible with your desire. Revision helps you do this by literally rewriting your past. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, isn't this denial of reality? Isn't this escapism? I assure you it is not. Remember, the world you see is a reflection of your consciousness. By changing your consciousness through imagination and assumption, you are changing the only reality there is. Moreover, this practice is not about denying your current circumstances. It's about transcending them. You acknowledge where you are, but you do not dwell there. Instead, you dwell in the state of the wish fulfilled. You live from the end. Let me share with you another powerful technique to attract what you want in no time.
What are you doing?
I call it the pruning shears of revision. Just as a gardener prunes
Why are you not moving?
to encourage new growth, you must prune your mind of thoughts and beliefs that do not serve your desires.
Uber Eats order?
Every time you catch yourself thinking or speaking in a way that contradicts your desire, stop.
It says you're
Revise that thought or
Hillcrest
statement
Stadium,
immediately.
KFC.
Replace
Northeast
it with one
Road.
that aligns with your wish fulfilled.
I've got a Macca's order.
Vigilance. This moment
I've
you are
got
moment
two
for
orders.
vision.
Yeah, well, can you cancel mine? You took mine and you're not moving. You're like wasting my time, bro.
Remember, my
I'm the
dear
Macca's
friends,
order.
your words and thoughts are
Cancel
creative.
it.
They are shaping your reality in every
Okay, you
moment.
can cancel it.
Therefore, you must be
You cancel it. I want a different driver. You're not moving, bro. Someone could be near Macca's picking that up for me now.
To see manifested in your world.
Well, it is offered by Uber
Now,
and I
delve
accepted
deeper
it.
into
Yeah,
your
well, you're
time
too far away. I want you to cancel
and how
it
it relates
immediately.
to attracting
Do you
what
understand
want.
me?
Many of you might
I
be wondering
understand
how
you,
long
but it is
will it
offered
take
by
for my
Uber, so
desire
I
to
can
manifest.
cancel it.
This is a
If
natural
you want a
question,
different driver, you can just cancel
but
it.
it stems from a misunderstanding of the nature of time.
No, you can just
You see,
Change it.
time as we experience
yourself.
it in the physical
Now.
world is an illusion. In the realm of consciousness, which is the true reality, all things exist simultaneously.
So
Your
I'm just
desire
taking the first
already
order. If
exists
you want to proceed
as
with
a
this,
fact in consciousness.
up to you, or you can
The
cancel it.
process
Cancel
of
it.
attracting it is not about
You
creating
cancel it.
something
You
new,
cancel it.
but about aligning your consciousness with
Okay,
what already
sure.
is.
Far out.
This is why I say you can attract what you want in no time. Because in truth there is no time. There is only now. And in this eternal now, you are already that which you desire to be. Your task is simply to realize this truth, to make it real in your consciousness. How do you do this? Through what I call the law of detachment. You must detach from the process of the cross your desire will manifest. Your job is not to figure out how it will happen. Your job is simply to assume the state of the wish fulfilled and to live from that state. This detachment is crucial because attachment to outcomes or to specific
Okay.
ways of manifestation creates resistance. It implies that you do not yet have what you desire, which contradicts the state of the wish fulfilled. Remember, to attract what you want in no time, you must live as if you already have it. Let me give you a practical
Well, I'm not
exercise
getting
to
the
help you
option to
master
cancel
this
it
principle.
because this is the combined order.
I call it the ladder technique.
Fine, look, fine. Just pick it up. Pick it up, man. Just do it. Just can you hurry up, please? Because it would have been picked up by now. You know.
Vividly in your mind's eye.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Feel the rungs
Yeah.
beneath your hands
All
and
right.
feet.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Experience the sensation of climbing. Do this for a few minutes, then drift off to sleep. During the day, write on a piece of paper, "I will not climb a ladder." Read this several times during the day.
What an
This
asshole.
creates a conflict between your conscious mind, which is
Fucking
affirming
stupid
that you
Uber
will not
order.
climb a ladder, and your subconscious mind, which has been impressed with the image of climbing a ladder. What you'll find is that within a few days,
Fucking miles away. This is ridiculous.
circumstances will conspire to have you climbing a ladder in your physical reality. This simple experiment demonstrates the power of your imagination and the law of assumption. It shows
I'm trying to
that
listen
what
to
you
this
express
and have
upon
my
your
food come so I can do my
subconscious mind will
walk.
be expressed in your outer world,
Listen to this and do my walk and everything at the
regardless
same
of your
time.
conscious thoughts or intentions.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm gonna drop
apply
a
the
chat.
same principle to whatever it is you wish to
Probably not.
attract.
No.
Imagine the state of the wish fulfilled vividly before you sleep. Feel it as real. Then, during your waking hours, go about your day normally, but maintain the inner assumption that your desire is already fulfilled. This brings us to another crucial aspect of attracting what you want in no time, the role of feeling. You see, it's not enough to merely visualize or affirm your desire. You must feel it. Feeling is the secret. It is the feeling that gives life to your imaginal acts. When you imagine your desire fulfilled, what is the feeling associated with it? Is it joy, relief, gratitude? Whatever it is, you must capture that feeling and amplify it. For it is the feeling that attracts, not the mental picture alone. This is why I often say feeling is the prayer. When you feel the reality of desire, when you saturate yourself with the emotion of the wish fulfilled, you are offering up the most powerful prayer possible. You are declaring to the universe, this is who I am. This is what is true for me. And the universe, which is nothing more than your own wonderful human imagination pushed out, must conform to this declaration. It has no choice, for the outer world is bound by law to mirror your inner world. Now, some of you might be wondering, but Neville, what about action? Don't we need to take action to attract what we want? This is a common question, and it stems from a misunderstanding of the nature of action. You see, inspired action is a natural consequence of assuming the state of wish fulfilled. When you truly live from the end, when you embody the state of your desire fulfilled, you will find yourself naturally and effortlessly the actions that lead to its manifestation in the physical world. These actions will not feel like struggle or effort. They will feel natural, joyful, even inevitable. For you are not trying to make something happen. You are simply allowing what is already true in consciousness to express itself in your physical reality. This is why I often say you do not attract that which you want, but that which you are. When you assume the state of the wish fulfilled, when you embody it fully in your imagination and feeling, you become it. And what you are must be reflected in your outer world. Let me share with you another powerful technique to help you attract what you want in no time. I call it the congratulatory technique. This involves imagining a scene that implies your desire has already been fulfilled. For example, if your desire is for a promotion at work, imagine a scene where a colleague is congratulating you on your new position. Hear their words clearly. Feel the handshake or the pat on the back. Experience the pride and satisfaction of having achieved your goal. The power of this technique lies in its implication. By imagining a scene that implies your desire is fulfilled, you bypass the logical mind which might argue against the possibility of your desire. You plant the seed of your desire directly in your subconscious mind, which knows no limitations and has the power to bring about any state you impress upon it. Now, let's address a common obstacle that many face when trying to attract what they want. Doubt is the assassin of dreams. It is the thief that robs you of your creative power. But understand this, doubt is nothing more than faith in the opposite of your desire. To overcome doubt, you must cultivate an unshakable faith in the reality of your imagination. Remember, what you imagine is not less real than your present circumstances. In fact, it is more real, or it is the cause, while your current circumstances are merely effects. When doubt arises, do not fight it. Do not resist it. Instead, but firmly return to the state of the wish fulfilled. Revise the doubting thought immediately. Replace it with a thought that affirms the reality of your desire. This practice of constant revision, of relentless assumption of the state of the wish fulfilled, is what separates those who attract their desires quickly from those who struggle. It is not enough to imagine once and then return to your old patterns of thought and feeling. You must persist. Persistence is the key to attracting what you want in no time. You must persist in the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled even when your senses deny it, even when the world seems to contradict it. For remember, your senses only show you the effects of past assumptions. They do not dictate your future. Your power lies in your ability to imagine and assume a new state. This is why Scripture tells us with God, all things are possible. For God is your own wonderful human imagination, and in imagination all things are indeed possible. Now let me share with you a profound truth that will accelerate your ability to do what you want. It is the understanding that everyone in your world is you pushed out. Every person, every circumstance, every event in your life is a reflection of your own consciousness. This means that to change your world, you need only change yourself. As you assume the state of the wish fulfilled, as you embody the person who already has what you desire, you will find that the people and circumstances in your life naturally adjust to reflect this new state. This is why forgiveness is so powerful in attracting what you want. When you forgive others, you are really forgiving yourself. You are releasing the states of consciousness that have created the unwanted circumstances in your life. Forgiveness in its true sense is not about condoning bad behavior. It's about recognizing that the other is yourself pushed out and choosing to embody different states. As you do this, you will find that your outer world transforms to match your new inner state. This brings us to another crucial aspect of attracting what you want in no time, gratitude. Gratitude is not just a pleasant emotion. It is a powerful creative force. When you are grateful, you are affirming that you already have what you desire. You are living from the end. Practice gratitude not just for what you have in your physical reality, but for what you have imagined. Be grateful for your desires if it were already fulfilled. Feel the gratitude deeply, sincerely. Let it permeate your entire being. This attitude of gratitude aligns you with the frequency of abundance. It opens you up to receive more of what you are grateful for. It is a powerful attractor of your desires. Now, let's address a question that often arises when discussing the art of attracting what you want. What about other people's free will? Can I attract a specific person or influence others' actions? The answer lies in understanding that there is no other in the true sense. Remember, everyone is you pushed out. This doesn't mean you control others like puppets. It means that your assumptions about others and about your relationship with them are reflected back to you in your experience. If you want to attract a specific person or situation involving others, you need only revise your concept of that person or situation in your imagination. See them as you wish them to be. Assume the best about them. Live from the state where your desired relationship or situation is already a fact. As you do this, you will find that the person or situation naturally conforms to your assumption. This is not manipulation. It is the law of your own being. For the world is nothing more than yourself pushed out. This understanding liberates you from the need to change others or to control external circumstances. Your power lies in changing yourself, in revising your own concepts and assumptions. As you do this, you will find that your world effortlessly rearranges itself to match your new state of consciousness. Now let's delve deeper into the concept of living in the end. This is perhaps the most crucial aspect of attracting what you want in no time. Living in the end means fully embodying the state of your wish fulfilled, not just in your imagination, but in your day-to-day life. How would you act if your desire were already fulfilled? How would you think? How would you feel? These are the questions you must ask yourself and then live the answers. This is not pretending or faking it until you make it. This is about realizing that in consciousness your desire is already a fact, and aligning your entire being with this truth. When you truly live in the end, you no longer seek your desire. You no longer yearn for it or worry about how it will come about. You simply are it. This state of being is the most powerful attractor of your desire. Consider the biblical story of Joshua and the Battle of Jericho.
Yeah, hi, I'm just wondering what's going on with my order. Uber Eats order. He's there to pick it up. He says he's still waiting.
In a procession around the walls.
Sorry? Uber Eats.
He lived in the end, acting as if the city were already.
It's got a frappe, it's
And on
a
the seventh day,
breakfast,
the walls.
chicken.
The
Yes.
story beautifully illustrates the power of living in the end. When you assume the
Like
feeling
5
of your
minutes.
wish fulfilled and act on that state,
You should be at
the
your
walls of your current limitations.
Okay, cheers, mate. Thank you.
It is law.
You have a good one.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
But remember, living in the end is not about forcing yourself to believe something you don't
Far out.
believe. It's about choosing to focus on and embody the state you desire, regardless of your current circumstance. It's about being faithful to your imagination, even when your senses deny it. This brings us to another important point. The role of your self-concept in attracting what you want. Your self-concept is the foundation upon which all your experiences are built. It is the sum total of all your beliefs about yourself, conscious and unconscious. To attract what you want in no time, you must align your self-concept with your desire. Ask yourself, who would I be if I already had what I desire? How would I see myself? What would I believe about myself? Then embody that version of yourself, be it now in your imagination and in your feelings. This might require you to let go of old, limiting beliefs about yourself. It might require you to die to your old concept of self. But remember, this death is not a loss. It is a rebirth into a greater, more expansive version of yourself. As you revise your self-concept, as you assume the state of being the person who already has what you desire, you will find that your outer world begins to reflect this new state. People will treat you differently. Opportunities will open up. Circumstances will align themselves to match your new self-concept. This is why I often say, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. For the world is nothing more than your conception of yourself pushed out. Now, let's address a common misconception about attracting what you want. Many believe that they must constantly think about their desire, that they must force themselves to maintain a positive state at all times. This is not only unnecessary, but it can actually hinder your manifestation. Remember, what you are seeking is already yours, already consciousness. Your task is not to create it, but to allow it to express itself in your physical reality. This allowing comes not from constant mental effort, but from a deep, unshakable knowing. This knowing is best achieved through what I call the law of least effort. Instead of constantly affirming your desire or visualizing it, simply assume that it is already done. Feel the naturalness of it. Then go about your day normally, but from the state of the wish fulfilled. This relaxed, natural attitude is far more powerful than any amount of mental force or effort. It aligns you with the flow of life, allowing your desire to manifest with ease and grace. Think of it like planting a seed. Once you plant the seed, impress your desire upon your subconscious through imagination and feeling. You don't dig it up every day to check on its progress. You water it, yes, maintain the assumption of the wish fulfilled, but then you allow it to grow naturally. This brings us to another crucial aspect of attracting what you want in no time, detachment from results. Many make the mistake of becoming anxious or impatient when their desire doesn't manifest immediately. This anxiety and impatience stem from a lack of faith in the reality of the imaginal act. Remember, what you have imagined and felt as real is real. It exists now in consciousness. Your task is to remain faithful to this reality regardless of appearances. Do not be anxious for results. Do not try to force things to happen. Simply live from the state of a wish fulfilled and allow the seed you have planted to grow in its own time. This detachment is not indifference. It is supreme confidence in the law of your own being. It is the knowledge that what you have assumed must objectify itself in your world. As Jesus said, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Now let's explore another powerful technique for attracting what you want in no time. I call it the pruning shears of revision. This technique involves mentally revising events that seem to contradict your desire. For example, if you desire financial abundance but you receive an unexpected bill, don't accept this as a setback. Instead, revise the event in your imagination. See yourself receiving unexpected income instead. Feel the relief and gratitude of this imaginal scene. By doing this, you are literally rewriting your past. Remember, there is no objective reality outside of your consciousness. What you accept as true in your imagination becomes the blueprint for your future experiences. This practice of revision is not about denying reality or escaping into fantasy. It is about exercising your God-given power to choose version of reality you will accept as true. It is about being selective in your memory, focusing on and amplifying the aspects of your experience that align with your desire. As you consistently practice revision, you will find that your experience of life begins to change. Events that once seemed like obstacles will transform into opportunities. People who once seemed to oppose you will become allies, for you are literally recreating your world through the power of your imagination. Now, let me share with you a secret that will accelerate your ability to attract what you want. It is the understanding that your desire is not separate from you. It is not something outside of you that you need to attract or achieve. Your desire is a part of you, seeking expression through you. When you truly grasp this, you will no longer seek your desire. You will be your desire. You will live from the state of already being or having that which you desire. This shift in consciousness is subtle but profound. It moves you from a state of wanting or needing to a state of being and having. This state of being is the most powerful attractor of your desire. For when you are your desire, when you embody it fully in your consciousness, the universe has no choice but to reflect this back to you in your physical reality. Remember, the universe is not separate from you. It is you pushed out. It is the mirror reflecting back to you your own consciousness. When you change your consciousness, when you assume a new state of being, the universe must change to reflect this new state. This brings us to another important point. The role of action in attracting what you want. Many wonder whether they should take action towards their desire or simply wait for it to manifest. The truth is, inspired action is a natural consequence of assuming the state of the wish fulfilled. When you truly live from the end, when you embody the state of already having your desire, you will find yourself naturally taking actions that align with this state. These actions will not feel like effort or struggle. They will feel natural, even inevitable. This is the difference
Right,
between
I'm gonna
action
go.
that comes from a
See
state
you out
of
there.
lack or need
Peace out. Stay magical. Stay
and
toasted.
action that
Jezza
comes
out.
from a state of